Hey you guys, so if you watched my last Aldi haul, you will see that I got some green beans to ferment. So I'm gonna show y'all how I did that. And I'm also gonna show y'all the meal that Isabella made from that same Aldi haul. So I let her go through the grocery store, choose all her ingredients, came home, and she herself cooked dinner, our little 9-year-old daughter. So it was pretty awesome. All right, so I did strain my green beans, and then I'm just gonna snap off the little parts that you don't necessarily wanna eat. And then I will get to fermenting them. All right, so here we go. I like to try to keep them as long as possible. And then I actually, I did this once before and it was really good. So I put a little bit of basil at the bottom, and then I'm going to pack my quart-sized jar as full as possible with the green beans and then add some garlic on top. And one of my besties, she actually told me to do this afterwards. If you make homemade mayonnaise, like I often do, you can put some of this garlic in it for a really yummy style mayonnaise.
You're making more of the green beans.
I sure am making more green beans. Do you like them?
Yes, but Mommy, I need a paper towel.
Alrighty, so here are my jars. I was taught to stand them up because I think you can get the most in there that way. Now this is a quart-size jar, which is 4 cups. So you're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt per cup. There's like a million ways to ferment, but this is the easiest, and that is what I need. I need easy. I can't screw it up. So that's where we're at. So this is 4 teaspoons of salt for a 4-cup container. And then I'm gonna add in some filtered water and kind of shake it around to dissolve the salt. And then I think you typically wanna leave about an inch at the top of space. And I probably could have added a couple more green beans. I do have a friend who is like the fermenting queen. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I probably could have added a little bit more, but I think that it's going to be fine. It's going to work out fine. I'm here to show you that you don't have to be perfect to still try a ferment at home. Fermented vegetables is something that I am definitely still like new at and experimenting. This is probably the 4th time that I've made green beans, so I feel pretty confident about them. I've made sauerkraut. I've made some fermented purple onions. I've made some fermented radishes, and it's all the same method, like just a teaspoon of salt per cup of water, like per cup that's in whatever container you're using. So I think this is the easiest way that I have found. There are, again, if you look it up, there's like multiple ways and some get really specific, but it's just like a little too much for me. Like I need something quick, I need something easy, I need something that I can't mess up. All right, so you can see like some of the salt goes to the bottom. So I'm just kind of shaking it around a little bit to try to get it to dissolve nice and easy there. And then once you have it ready, you're just gonna leave it out on the counter. You can use a regular lid like this. You just leave it slightly ajar so that the gases have room to escape. I do also have some nifty little like fermenting lids, but they are not necessary. I started out without them, and then a friend gave them to me, so I said, why not? Another thing, I don't have cabbage right now, but there's like a fermenting stone that you can get to push down the top. So like a fermenting stone would like push everything under the brine. Is you need everything under the brine. You don't want anything poking up. But what you can also use that I have done that's free is like a cabbage leaf, and you can push that down in there. You just don't want any green beans or anything like poking up out of the water like that little guy right there. But I also shake it like once or twice every day, and I think that helps too. Like it's continuously getting coated in the brine. And then I have just usually left them for maybe 4 or 5 days, and then I have a jar of ones that are already ready to eat that I will show you what they look like at the end. Here are my green beans that are already fermented. I guess they kind of change in color a little bit, but there they are. Super duper delicious. My kids actually really like these. I was a little hesitant at first. I really didn't know how they would feel about them because some of my kids don't even like pickles, but they love these fermented green beans, and they're so cheap, so easy, such a great way to get some amazing health benefits. All right, well, she is in action, ladies and gentlemen. Making some delicious creamy pasta.
So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I was putting in some cream cheese for the sauce with some butter and milk, and so we're just mixing that in for the sauciness, and then we're gonna pour the noodles in, and we set Josiah a plate over there because there's dairy in it, or dairy or gluten. I don't know which one.
It's dairy. The cream cheese is dairy. The butter is dairy. The milk is dairy, right?
And so when I'm done mixing this up, we're going to pour the noodles in there, put some Parmesan cheese, and it'll be ready. I'm also making some salad and bread over here. This is my salad and bread. I'm going to add more stuff to this, but that's what it is so far.
Oh my goodness. That looks delicious. Cheesy and creamy. Got your salad going over there. So yummy. Gonna lay out our bread.
I knew it. Okay, I just made dinner. Looks delicious. And this is what it looks like. I will show y'all.
So there you go, you guys. It wasn't perfect. I don't always know exactly what I'm doing, but that is what I want to show y'all, is that it's okay. Like, a lifestyle journey is just that. It's a journey with steps of progress, with learning steps, with learning curves, with the failures that come along with that. And so the first time I ever fermented something was like, I tried to do pickles and it was an epic failure. Like, it was terrible, disgusting. I don't even know what I did wrong at this point, but I just kept trying. And so whatever it is, like, just whenever I talk about baby steps, that's what I'm talking about. If you hear something I'm talking about, whether it's fermented foods or bone broth or making your own kombucha or doing sourdough or cooking rice from scratch, because brown rice tends to be a little more difficult to cook than white rice, or whatever it is. However big or however small it is, I just always encourage you to just try it. Take that step. Fail a couple times even. Keep trying, because if you want this to be a lifestyle, then just know it's going to be a journey and there's going to be small steps of progress. So I hope this was just encouraging and just uplifting to you to know that you don't have to have it all together in the kitchen to get started. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you next time.